Hey guys, LevelCap here, and today in gaming, the biggest content update in Call of Duty history has arrived. China continues to censor a Taiwanese game dev, the UK government might make scalping illegal, and much more. The Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Season 1 update is here, and it brings sweeping changes to both Cold War and Modern Warfare's Warzone Battle Royale. All of Cold War's weapons have been added to Warzone, though they're not one-to-one copies. Each gun has been retuned specifically for Warzone, so you'll see different recoil, reload animations, damage values, etc. That said, the Cold War weapons don't share attachments with Modern Warfare, so no perk slots or monolithic suppressors. In terms of balance, it seems like the M16 is incredibly strong, with most other Cold War weapons falling in line with Modern Warfare's existing meta. As for Warzone's new map, Rebirth Island, like many expected, it's Alcatraz from Blackout but with a modern facelift. Warzone's original map, Verdansk, hasn't seen any significant changes. The Gulag, though, has been replaced with a version of Nuketown. The Season 1 update also added a ton of new content to Cold War's multiplayer. New maps, 2 new guns, and a bunch of balance changes. While many of the weaker guns got buffs that make them a little more useful, the heavy hitters players have called overpowered didn't really see much of a change. The M16 and AUG still dominate at most ranges, with the M16 remaining as the best weapon in the game. Of course, it wouldn't be a major update without major bugs. For much of the morning, Cold War PC players couldn't access the new maps. A generic error message would be displayed when matching into servers running the new maps, kicking you from the match. The issue was resolved in the afternoon with a client-side update. Crossplay was temporarily disabled while the problem was sorted out to prevent console players in PC lobbies from also being kicked out of their matches. It's too early to tell if Cold War's integration with Warzone was a success. As with anything Call of Duty related, players on social media will likely have wildly different opinions. In terms of the amount of content delivered, it's a massive update. Warzone players essentially get 30 new weapons to play with, Cold War players get familiar content in Warzone, and a whole bunch of new maps. But there are so many moving pieces when it comes to balance that it's tough to say if Infinity Ward and Treyarch have nailed the biggest crossover in Call of Duty history on the first try. One thing that certainly isn't going over well with Warzone players is the update removed all of their double XP tokens. New tokens were launched with the Cold War update replacing the existing tokens, but there was no exchange system in place, so if you had a bunch of tokens saved up for grinding new weapon attachments, well, you're out of luck. World War I tactical FPS Beyond the Wire just got a major update of its own. Update version 0.8 adds a new map called Contigny and a training range. The lighting system has been overhauled to give a more realistic and natural presentation to all maps. Placeholder animations for rifle grenades were replaced, a ton of optimizations have been made to improve performance across the board, and in general, it seems like this is a massive quality of life improvement update. I'll have to try the new map out before I can say whether or not it's good or bad, but Beyond the Wire's map design was a highlight for me when I checked it out on launch day. I'd assume Contigny is more good map design. The Taiwanese horror game Devotion was supposed to launch on GOG.com today, but the digital distribution platform pulled the plug hours before it went live. Their social media account said it was because they had received many messages from gamers asking them not to sell it. If you're not familiar with the controversy surrounding Devotion, in simple terms, the devs had placeholder art that was a meme comparing the president of China to Winnie the Pooh. This is a particularly sensitive meme to the Chinese government, and when Chinese players discovered it in-game, they review bombed it. The situation got so bad that Devotion's developers pulled the game from sale entirely. The debacle resulted in their publishers losing their business license in China. Most news outlets covering the story agree that it's yet another case of Chinese censoring media that bothers them, and most gamers outside of China think highly of the game. Before it was shrouded in controversy, Devotion was getting very favorable reviews. While 2020 has been the year of the scalper, it looks like the UK is considering measures to make the practice and use of bots illegal. Members of the UK Parliament filed a motion prohibiting scalping of gaming consoles and computer components, and also bans using bots to purchase these products. The proposed measure is very specific in that it targets consumer electronics being sold well above MSRP and bans bulk buying via automation. Obviously, these tactics have become the backbone of the modern scalping industry, and the UK has some history dealing with problems like this. In 2018, the UK government passed a law preventing the resale of live live event tickets at outrageous prices. It seems unlikely that this measure proposed will make it into law anytime soon, but it seems like this is a good starting place. Hopefully other countries will try and find a solution as well. Scalping will continue to worsen over time as more and more companies push for online sales and marketing. The original Doom games are living proof that no game is ever truly over. Doom 2 just got a new expansion with 32 levels called Doom 0. The expansion was originally launched as a mod for the game, but Bethesda have officially added it to the game's add-on menu. Unlike most levels in the original Doom games, Doom 0 gets rid of the locked doors and keys system. Instead, it uses branching levels that players have to explore to reach the exit. Bethesda launched new official versions of Doom and Doom 2 for modern hardware last year to a pretty mixed reception. Since then, though, they have updated and improved those ports into pretty complete packages. They offer new features built into the game like mods and the add-on system. The iOS web app for Google Stadia is now live, and it works about as well as a native app would. To access Stadia on an iOS device, users simply go to the Stadia website and add a shortcut to the website on their home screen. With that done, it functions almost identically to a native app in terms of both performance and presentation. The one lingering issue is that the iOS UI elements like the battery life indicator and the home bar stay visible during gameplay. The refund process for Cyberpunk 2077 isn't going as smoothly as the developer suggested it would when they issued a public apology about the state of the game on Monday. Since then, many players have said Sony is denying refunds in some countries. CD Projekt Red are now sending players who emailed them an automated response saying that they should wait for them to figure things out. Digital refunds are a hot topic issue in the gaming space. While the law and regulations in some countries mandate returns, no questions asked, many countries don't have the same level of consumer protections. In other countries, companies like Sony can flatly deny refunds as they see fit. Hopefully CD Projekt Red can sort out the issue. In our final story today, Assassin's Creed Valhalla got a massive patch that fixed dozens of quest-related bugs. Valhalla was well received at launch but suffered from performance problems, bugs, crashes, technical issues, and much more. The situation wasn't as bad as Watch Dogs Legion, but it had a noticeable impact on most players' experiences. Since launch, Ubisoft have rolled out regular updates for Valhalla, fixing bugs and improving performance. Today's update is probably the biggest one yet when it comes to fixing bugs that could prevent progress in quests or break certain aspects of quests, like being able to fast travel or characters doing unintended actions. That wraps it up for today in gaming. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what story you thought was the most interesting down below. Are you playing any of the new updates in Call of Duty Warzone? Let me know what you think of the balance and the new weapon integration if you are. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. This is LevelCap signing off.